Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. We're a little behind, but I'm here. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Hi, James. Good morning. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in. I hope that y'all had an amazing weekend. I did. But come on in. Let me know how you're doing. Hello, Lilia. How are you? Come on in the room. Come on in. Let me know how you're all doing. Good morning. Happy Monday, Liz. Happy Monday. Good morning, everyone. Come on in. We're a little behind, but I'm here. I am here. I am here. I am here. Good morning, Miss Gloria. Come on in. Good morning, Teeks. Who's that? Eric. Good morning. Tuso. Good morning. Good morning, Alex. How are you? Come on in the room. Come on in. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Miguel. Good morning. Yes, let's share it out. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm doing well. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Let's share the stream out. Double tap. Let's get these numbers up. Let's do that. So I will share this out. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Good morning. She got that. How are you? Feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Your friends, no, don't want to do that. All right. Come on in the room. Come on in. Double tap. Let's get the numbers up. Good morning, Brayden. How are you? How are you doing? All right. Let's share this out. Let's share it out. Good morning, Steve. How are you? You're doing good. Okay, great, great, great. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for asking. Good morning, everyone. Come on in, double tap, share the stream out. Welcome to the room. If you're new here, I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Welcome to my virtual space. We meet here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Command Your Day. Good morning, Erin. How are you? If you are looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. Get connected, hit the follow button. You can also join my community. For those of you who got on my list recently, I did send out an email, so you should have the money plan and the goals assessment in your email. So please check that to make sure that you got your copy of the money plan and the goals assessment, which are the growth tools that I make available to everyone that is a part of my community, the Commanders community. Good morning, Danny. How are you? Come on in the room, everyone. Yes, we're almost there. Double tap, share. We're almost there. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let's get our morning started right. Let's do that. Let's get our morning started right. Let's get our mindset in the right place. Let's set our intentions for the day. Did I miss Eugene? Did I miss? Let's see. I think I did. Y'all comments are going so fast. Hey, good morning, Eugene. How are you? Good morning. Hello, everyone. All right. Yes, we are there. We are there. Welcome to the room. Good morning again. I am Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. So if you are looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. Hit that follow button. Join us here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning, Esther. Good morning. Good morning. So let's jump right into our gratitude check-in because we know how the time just slips away from us. Hello, no one. How are you? That's an interesting tag you have. That's an interesting tag you have. So let's get right into our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get right into our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you are grateful for. today. Go ahead and do that. Drop some things in the comments that you are grateful for today. The big three. Awesome. Yes, yes, yes. If you're new here, the big three is life, health, and strength. If you're grateful for those things, you can drop in the comments the big three. And I believe that if you have all three of those, you can overcome anything. You can accomplish anything. You can make it through anything. You can become anyone you desire to become if you have the big three. I truly believe that. All right. Miss Gloria says all of it. Awesome. Braden says the big three. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Grateful for life. Unlimited choices and opportunities for my generation that my generation can seize. Oh, I love that. That is powerful. Good morning, Vertellus. How are you? Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome. I love that. That is so powerful, Lilia. Grateful I woke up healthy and blessed. Love that. Good morning, Global Chick Venture. Grateful for the big three. She got that, says the big three. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, so we want to keep our mind in a place of abundance, and we can only do that when we remain grateful for what we already have. So that is why we practice gratitude every morning. So even when you're not on with me, I want you to still practice gratitude every morning, okay? I want you to still practice gratitude. So make note of the things that you're grateful for. Hey, Max, good morning. How are you? All right, so we've made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year, and we have been doing so. If you're new here, feel free to join us on this journey of making bold moves. And I want you to reiterate that promise by typing in the comments, I am making bold moves this year. We still have some time left. We do. We can make major moves in the 2.5 months that's left. Is it 2.5? Somewhere there. All right. We can make major moves within that space of time. You want to shift your finances? You can do that. Buckle down and do it. You want to shift your mindset? Buckle down and do it. You want to rebrand your life? Buckle down and do it. You can absolutely accomplish major things within the next 2.5 months, I think, is left, or a little under that. Good morning, Lady Jaquita. How are you? How you doing? Yes, so we are making bold moves this year. And because it is a promise, I want you to also type, I'm keeping the promise that I made to myself. I am keeping the promise that I made to myself. Yes. Good morning, Marcel. How are you? I am keeping the promise that I made to myself. So type that as well. I am making bold moves this year, and I'm keeping the promise that I made to myself. That's what I want you to type. Yes. Yes, indeed. I love it. Good morning, Miss Arena. How are you? Good morning, everyone. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, please do so. 150 something of you that's on. Hit that follow button so you'll get the notification whenever I go live. Good morning, Fortitude. How are you? Hello, Jax. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to pray. Then we'll get into the affirmations. Then we'll get into the word of the day. All right. Because this time is just going like that. Just going like that. So here we go. Let's pray the 23rd Psalm really quickly. Let's do that. Let's do that. All 160 something of us here. Let's pray. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Amen. These comments, they get me. All right, let's move right into our affirmations. Let's do that. Let's do that. I see my thing is starting to twitch again. Hold it together. Camera, hold it together. All right, let's get through this. So I'm going to just rush through it because I can see it doing a little twitchy thing. I don't know why, but Let's do that. Let's get through it. Good morning, Ronaldo. How are you? Let's jump right into our affirmations and then I'll go right into the word of the day. Yeah, it's doing this twitchy thing. I don't know why. Like a heartbeat. Yes, that's what it's doing. It's okay on your end. Okay. No twitches here. Okay, great. I don't know why it's doing that. But let's get through. Hello, Jamaica Vibe. How are you? I'm Jamaican. Welcome to the room. It is doing that twitchy thing. So let's get through this really quickly. Let's do that. We're going to work through our affirmations and then I'm going to jump right into the word of the day. All right. Because this thing is starting to act up. All right. Here we go. I'm going to read through the affirmations. You're going to repeat them to yourself and then you're going to type in the comments. I agree with that. If you have the book, you can find it right here in the front of the book. Good morning, Pastor Rossi. Good morning. Good morning to you. So you can find the affirmations right here in the front of the book. So here we go. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right, so here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. So these are the affirmations that we use every morning. You can find them in the front of the Bold Moves Manual. You can find them in the front of the Bold Moves Manual. I think I got sunscreen in my eyes again. Hurts so bad. My goodness. Yes, I think I got sunscreen in my eyes. Ugh. All right, let's get through this. Hey, Soul Vibe Radio, how are you? Let's get through it. I'm not going to stop. So I'm only going to let's do 3 announcements. So for those of you who know a family in need, know somebody that needs some assistance with Thanksgiving meals, please, can you send me a message today? My ministry wants to give back to families for Thanksgiving. And you have to be in America. Let me say that because I've gotten a few messages. Based on the structure of my ministry right now, it is not structured for international assistance. Okay. It doesn't mean that you can't get education from me. You can if you're outside of the country. But as far as funding and offering relief, my ministry is not structured for international reliefs at this time. It's not. Okay. But if you know a family that is in need of assistance for Thanksgiving, please message me. If you are that family that needs some help with Thanksgiving meals, please send me a message. I believe I have about 3 families already. Please send me a message. Let me know. Do you know somebody that needs some help, or if you are that person that needs some help? Thank you, Patty. How are you? Please send me a message, okay? And we have to get all these nominations in by November 17th. Okay, so if you know a family, I know with the government shutdown, a lot of individuals will be impacted as far as food is concerned for the month of November. So if you know someone that needs help with Thanksgiving dinner, please send me a message, okay? And if you are that family, please send me a message. We want to give back. We want to help with Thanksgiving meals, okay? All right. Another announcement, this Saturday coming will be my live mentorship session. If you want to be in a room with myself and my mentees, message me the word mentor, okay? Message me the word mentor so you can get in the room with us this coming Saturday. All right. I think that's all I'm going to announce for today. Let's get right into the word of the day. Let's do that. So today, the word for the day is coming from 2.0. I've been editing and I decided that I wanted to share this word with you today from 2.0 of this book. It is still coming. I'm still editing and getting it together. So 2.0 is coming. My goal is to try to get it out before the end of the year because I want to work on a major writing project for 2026. So I'm trying to get 2.0 done and published before the end of the year so you all can have that so I can work on my major writing project for 2026. All right, so the word for today's breakthrough. Type that in the comments. The word of the day is breakthrough. And again, this word will be in 2.0 of the Bold Moves Manual, okay? And I'm hoping to get 2.0 done before the end of the year. That is my goal, to get it published before the end of the year. Obsessed. Okay, yes. So breakthrough is the word of the day. And here's a definition that I went with because I want to give you a different perspective when it comes to breakthrough. Okay, I want to give you a different perspective. So breakthrough is the word of the day. And here's a definition that I went with. A sudden increase in knowledge and understanding. An important discovery that happens after trying for a long time. I'm going to read that again because it's so good. 2.0 coming soon. Yes, it is coming soon. It is. I'm working on it. I'm still editing, but I want to get it published before the end of the year. So I'm going to read this definition again because I want to give you a different perspective. Yes, in need of a breakthrough. Hey, Keisha, good morning. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. A woman that writes, you go a Black intellectual author. Thank you, Vanessa. I love to write. I do. And even when I say, you know what, I'm going to give my pen a break. Like I've told myself that multiple times. I'm not going to write another book. Not going to write another book. But I don't know. The Lord keeps telling me. So I wanted to work on one book for next year, but I actually have two on the calendar. 2 books on the calendar for next year. And then I think I'm going to put my pen down for a while, right? I'm going to try. I published like 3 books this year. I'm going to try. Okay, let's get into the word of the day because the time is going. So breakthrough, a sudden increase in knowledge and understanding, an important discovery that happens after trying for a long time. Now, I know that sometimes we get discouraged by the time lapse of the goals we set and the things that we desire. There can also be an extended time lapse of understanding something about getting ahead in life, in career, in business, right? There can be an extended time for you to get it, for it to click for you, whether in your career, in life, or in business. It happens. Now, this may not be entirely your fault. There could be a combination of family-related delays, right? Life choices that delays us. Could be issues outside of our control that delays us, or it could be an educational gap that is not filled. So it takes us longer to get there. It takes us longer to get to the point where we desire to get. Now, when I say breakthrough, I am not referring to a spiritual occurrence in this sense, not at this time. I want to give you a different perspective. All right. So I'm not referring to a spiritual occurrence. That's why the definition that I went with says what it says, right? The definition says an increase in knowledge. That means there's something that you learn in one sitting that can revolutionize your entire existence. Was thinking, okay, yeah, so it's not in a spiritual context. So it's in one sitting, right? So let me say the definition again. The definition says an increase in knowledge. That means there's something that you learn in one sitting that can revolutionize your entire existence. It could be in the case where, say you sign up for a class, right? You sign up and you take one of my classes. And one of the lessons, and I've had individuals that experience this in my program, right? One of the lessons, give them a strategy that they never even thought about. They never considered that. And this thought never came about because all they knew was what they were raised with, right? My mom taught me this, or my grandma taught me this, and this is what I've been doing for the last 20 years. But here comes a class that you sign up for, right? You get into the class and you get a different perspective on how to do the very thing that whether your mom or your grandma taught you and you've been doing it for 20 years, but you haven't seen the results that you desire to see. Now you get in a class, you get a different perspective, a different strategy on how to do the very same thing, and you get so much result from it. You grow so much from this new strategy. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's a type of breakthrough I'm talking about today. Now, the second word used in the definition is understanding. You get it? Okay, great. So the second word that's used in the definition is understanding, right? A breakthrough in your understanding could be in the case where you've always thought that, okay, I was told that I need to get me a 9-to-5, work my 9-to-5, right? Stick to the plan of working until the time requirement is met for me to retire, right? But say someone explained to you that the very skill that you're using on this 9-to-5, right? You know accounting. You're very good at accounting. And you've been doing this 9-to-5, say 10 years, right? You're very good with accounting. Somebody told you that, hey, this skill that you're using on your 9-to-5, you can use this to start a business, your own business. That person then goes even further and show you step by step how exactly you can put this together and turn it into a business. This is a breakthrough in understanding. Okay? This is a breakthrough in your understanding. The most impactful breakthrough happen unexpectedly. Yes, that can be the case as well, right? So a breakthrough in your understanding is somebody saying, hey, you know this thing that you've been doing for so long? You can turn it into this, all right? And here's how you turn it into this. And they give you step by step. That is a breakthrough in your understanding. Now, because of this breakthrough in your understanding, you now look at your journey from working to retirement in a whole different way. You have a whole new understanding of what it is to work and then to build a business based on skills that you already have. So that's a type of breakthrough that I'm talking about. Yes, Keisha. Thank you so much for putting that. So I want you to understand that breakthrough is not always a spiritual thing. All right. It's not always. Now, I celebrate spiritual breakthroughs, right? I celebrate it. I love it. I love when it happens, but it's not always a spiritual thing. It can be you seeking out what area of your life you need a sudden increase in knowledge and understanding and then receiving it. That's a breakthrough in your understanding and a breakthrough in knowledge. So we want to seek this on our journey to success. All right. Firsthand, I only used to think about it spiritually. Yes, a lot of individuals do that. You're not the only one. A lot of people, they think about breakthrough only in a spiritual context, right? That's the only way the only way they were taught that you could get a breakthrough. All right. So if there is something in your life that you have wanted to change for some time now, you've desired this change for some time, and you are desperately in need of a breakthrough, you have to initiate a discovery to get to that breakthrough. All right, you got to initiate a discovery. If you think about a legal case, let's go from a legal standpoint. It's like a missing puzzle piece that provides the clarity we're in need of. Yes, indeed. That is it. That is it. I love how you put that. So if you think about a legal case, right, there's a step that is called the discovery process in any legal case. This is a process by which the parties involved in the case, they exchange information about the case. All right. So in your case, right, you as the party in your case need to exchange information, as in telling, right, or making known, hey, this is the area of my life that I need breakthrough in. I know you're an expert in this. I know that you teach this. Here's the area of my life that I need breakthrough in. Then that person that you're communicating with will provide you information that gives you the breakthrough that you need, right? So I have a gap here. I'm trying to get here, but I can't figure out the middle piece. That person will now fill in the gap for you with information so you can get to the breakthrough. I hope this is connecting for you. I hope it is. I hope it is. All right. So that information, with that information that they give you, you can experience the breakthrough that you need, right? So here's another example that I'm going to give you to help you, real life example. One of my mentees, during our discovery session, she stated where she needed a breakthrough, right? And I was able to give her information or ideas or on the area that she needed the breakthrough in, that she needed the help in. So bringing her further understanding, that revolutionized how she approached the process that she was going through, and she experienced a breakthrough in that. All right. So breakthrough is connected to not a spiritual context. Breakthrough is connected to increasing knowledge and understanding. Okay, because you can be doing one thing year after year. You're doing the same thing because that's what you were taught, right? So as I said in the beginning, that it may not be your fault per se. This is just what your family has been doing. Everybody in your family, they do the same thing. They do the same process. Maybe it's with food, right? They make their food the same way. They add all of this grease. They add all of this cheese. And one day you make the decision that, hey, I want to live healthier. I want a healthier lifestyle, but this is all I know. Or sugar. Good point, Liz. Or sugar, right? Sugar. They add all of this sugar and you've been doing it for years. Now you have health issues, you have weight issues, and you can't figure out how to transition. You need this breakthrough in your health, right? Somebody comes along and you say, hey, here's where I'm at. This is all I know. Can you help me to get to the next point? I need a breakthrough in this area. I need a breakthrough in my health. Now that person, who I would imagine that you'd go to a professional, right, will say to you, hey, here's what you should do. Switch this out and put this one in. This is healthier. This is a more healthier choice, right? Switch this out and do it this way. Now, in the beginning, it's going to be hard because you're going to be like, but wait, that's not how my mom made it. That's not how my auntie or my grandma made it. But you want the breakthrough, so you're going to have to be willing to try something different, right? You want your health to be regained, right? You want to get to that weight that you desire. You're going to have to be open. You have to be open to the change. You're praying for the breakthrough. You're just missing some information in the middle section. So you got to seek out that information. When you get the information and you apply it, then you can experience the breakthrough. All right. So that breakthrough between me and my mentee, it wasn't a spiritual occurrence per se. It wasn't. It was a sudden increase in her knowledge and understanding of something that she has been trying to do for a very long time. Remember the definition, right? It was an increase in her knowledge and understanding of something that she's been trying to do for a very long time, but she needed that gap filled. That gap of understanding or that gap of knowledge. She needed that area filled so she could experience the breakthrough. All right. So some things don't necessarily need a spiritual miracle. Okay. Some things don't need that. So say you're the one that's starting now, spirituality, I have to say, should be involved in everything that you do. All right. I believe that there's no success without the spiritual piece to it. There's none. But there are certain things that you just have to seek out the information for. All right. Hey, Esther, there are certain things that you just have to do a discovery process to have it connect so you can experience that breakthrough. All right. It makes sense. Okay, great, great, great. Now, for me, I truly understand that in everything that you do, you should have spirituality connected to it. But not every breakthrough requires a mysterious occurrence. Okay, that's I'm trying to bring a different perspective for you. All right. So again, some things don't necessarily need a supernatural miracle. It just requires you to seek out the right information that will increase your understanding and expand your knowledge. Okay. So here's another example. We're going to stick to the health. You're praying for a breakthrough in your health, but God has already assigned doctors, medical educators. So if you don't show up to get the information to fill that gap, you can't get mad at God, right? You cannot get mad at him. He has provided healthcare workers, healthcare educators, doctors who have knowledge, who spend a lot of time studying the body and understanding health. He has provided these people. But if you don't go through the discovery process of making sure that you're connected to them, listen to the information that they give you, and then apply it, right? If you don't do that, then you can't be mad at God. You're just praying for a supernatural touch, and then all of a sudden you're healed. Never adjusting your diet, never exercising, right? I know it's common sense, but a lot of people sit in that space of, oh, I just need it to happen supernaturally. That can happen, but in some cases, and for it to last, which I'm going to touch on next, for you to sustain it, you need information. You got to increase in your understanding and your knowledge for it to last. All right. Super put the work in it. Yes. Yes. All right. So again, I will say this. Some things don't necessarily need a miracle. It just requires you to seek out the right information that will increase your understanding and expand your knowledge. Yes, Aaron. Yep. And I'm going to touch on that. So, and this is why mentorship and coaching is a very important part to your journey, because there are some things that a coach or a mentor can provide for you that you never even thought about. Some processes, some strategies that you never thought about. So it's very important that you get individuals on your journey to increase your knowledge, increase your understanding, so that you can be successful and you can experience breakthrough in whatever area that you struggle with. All right. Now, another reason why getting this part is so important. There are individuals, like I said, that pray for, let's say, financial breakthrough, right? Pray for financial breakthrough in a spiritual context. Okay. I just need a financial miracle right now. Bills got to be paid, right? So they're praying. Your coaching elevated my journey. Thank you. I love serving you all. I absolutely do. So say there's someone, right, praying for a financial breakthrough in a spiritual context. They just want money to supernaturally appear, right? And let's say the miracle does happen and they receive the fund. But because they did not increase in their knowledge and understanding concerning finances, they lose the money. They waste the money, or they find themselves again in another financial trouble, another financial issue, right? They pray, okay, I supernaturally want my rent to be paid this month. Then what happened to next month? What happened to the month after that? All right. So they pray for a miracle. The miracle comes, but they end up finding themselves in another financial issue. This happened because there was no increase in knowledge and understanding around finances ahead of the release. Okay, ahead of the release that you prayed for, you didn't apply yourself to say, okay, I got to learn more about money management because I want to sustain this blessing that God is going to bless me with. I want to sustain it. So I need financial information. I need to increase my understanding and my knowledge in finances. All right. So they prayed, but they did not seek out knowledge. Right? So as you go after these big goals this year, for the rest of the year, don't just pray for a supernatural breakthrough. You can do it, but don't just pray for a supernatural breakthrough. Endeavor to get the type of breakthrough that gives us or give you a sudden increase in knowledge and understanding concerning the specific area of your life that you need change in. We're not just praying for it to supernaturally happen. We're praying for increase in our knowledge and understanding. So you'll hear people say, oh, don't just pray for that. Pray for the discipline to keep it. And this is what I mean. This is the second half of it. Don't just pray for the car. Pray for the discipline to clean it. Pray for the understanding and how to maintain it, right? Pray for the ability to keep gas in it. So don't just pray for supernatural breakthroughs. You have to endeavor to get the type of breakthrough that gives you a sudden increase in knowledge and understanding. All right? Concerning whatever area of your life that you need change in. And this will make sure that you're able to sustain the breakthrough. To sustain the breakthrough. We don't just want the blessing to come and then 6 months down the line, we're back in the same position. And again, that usually happens because we did not increase our knowledge and understanding of the thing that we prayed for. We have to get an increase in our knowledge and our understanding. My grandson needs to hear this. Share it with him. All right? Get this video to him some way, somehow. Share it in his message. All right? Send it to his DMs. All right? So we have to ask for knowledge and understanding. Not just a supernatural occurrence. Somebody knocks on the door and gives you a check for $10,000. And by noontime, you're at the mall buying all the major labels. No, because that's not sustainable, right? It's not sustainable. And we want blessings that will sustain. We don't just want it to happen today and next month we're in the same position. No. And even if you're thinking about a biblical context, let's go there. All right. Because I do believe in backing things up with scripture. Even with a biblical context, this was demonstrated powerfully with the story of Solomon. When God asked, what do you want? God asked him, what do you want? You know what he said? I want wisdom in the area of ruling my people. I want to be able to rule over them justly. God is asking him a question. What do you want? He didn't pray for financial breakthrough. He didn't, even though, they had it, but still. He didn't pray for financial breakthrough. He prayed for wisdom. He wanted wisdom in a specific area. So yes, you can pray for increased understanding, increased knowledge, increased wisdom in finances, in family life, in business, in career. Lord, make me wise in my career. Increase my knowledge. Show me who I need to connect to. Show me what mentorship I need to sit under in this season because I want an increase in my knowledge and understanding in my career, in business, whatever area of your life, you pick it. In relationships, show me who I need to connect to that is going to give me understanding and knowledge so that I can sustain the blessings that you're blessing me with. So if you want to go from a biblical context, right? Solomon said, I want wisdom. I want wisdom. So the next time that you approach God about a breakthrough, I want you to consider this perspective. I want you to consider this perspective. All right? Because we don't want temporal blessings and temporal breakthroughs. Good morning, Jean-Claude. How are you? We don't want temporary blessings and temporary breakthrough. No, we want lasting breakthrough. And that can only happen when we increase our knowledge and understanding in the area that we want to thrive in. All right? I hope this helped you. I know it's a different perspective, and especially coming from me. I know it's a different perspective, but I want you to get it. It's not always about a supernatural, just tap on the shoulder and then it happens. No, seek knowledge and understanding and increase knowledge and understanding. Seek that so that you can sustain the breakthrough. Good morning, Lux Elite. How are you? Seek that so that you can sustain the breakthrough. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for showing up. All right. So type in the comments, I'm positioned for breakthrough. Because now you have increased knowledge and understanding. You have that. So type in the comments, I'm positioned for breakthrough. Good morning, Teacher 7. How are you? So type that in the comments. I am positioned for breakthrough because now I have increased knowledge and understanding. And I'm going to sustain this next breakthrough that I get. I'm going to sustain it because I'm endeavoring to get an increase in my knowledge and my understanding. So I am positioned for breakthrough. I am positioned for breakthrough. This next breakthrough that comes, I'm going to sustain it because I endeavor to increase my knowledge and my understanding to fill that gap, to fill that knowledge gap. All right? Yes, I am positioned for breakthrough. I am positioned for breakthrough. I believe it for myself, and I hope that you believe it for yourself as well. Because all of you that show up here every morning, this is you endeavoring to increase in knowledge and understanding so that you can sustain whatever happens in your life, right? With everything that I pour out every morning when I teach you all, you are properly positioned for breakthrough because you have showed up, been disciplined, come on here every morning, 6:30 a.m., right? This is you positioning yourself for breakthrough because you're getting an increase in your knowledge and understanding. All the strategies that you've learned through this platform, right? The mindset shifts that you have experienced through this platform, all of this has been positioning you for breakthrough. So when it happens, 5:30 for you, Liz. Yes, for those of you who are in a different time zone. I'm sorry, but it helps, right? Builds up your discipline. So now you're properly positioned for your breakthrough. Hello, apprentice. How are you? I saw a baby in your video. Is your baby? No. She's only 2 weeks old. Do I look like I had a baby 2 weeks ago? I'm sorry. But no, that's not my baby. That's my niece. That's my niece. All right. So, yes, we are. I'm sorry. I hope you weren't offended by that. But no, that's not my baby. 2 weeks ago, I was sitting here, right? I was here. Anyways, we're properly positioned. Hey, Sarija, how are you? Good morning from Ukraine. How are you? Your neighbor to Lilia, she's in the comments. All right. But yes, breakthrough. We're positioned for breakthrough. So understand that every time you gain new information, you gain knowledge and understanding, it is positioning you for breakthrough and not just for it to happen in the spur of a moment and then lose it in the spur of a moment. No, we're going to sustain it because we have increased our knowledge and our understanding. I hope this new perspective helps you. Thank you, Mohammed. I hope this new perspective help you. So the next time you're thinking about breakthrough, you can consider like, is this really a situation where I'm waiting on a supernatural touch for it to happen? Or is this a situation where I need to seek information? So you can separate them. Do I really need a supernatural touch in this situation? Or do I need to just seek out information? Right? Increase my knowledge and my understanding. So you can weigh them. In every situation that you experience, you can say, Hey, in this situation, it doesn't necessarily need a angelic touch. It doesn't. I just need to apply myself and get some understanding and knowledge in this area. All right? Yes, lack of knowledge can be an issue, a big issue. All right, the scripture tells us to pray for wisdom because the Lord, or pray for understanding. The Lord gives it liberally. One of them. I don't want to misquote it, but the Lord will give liberally. So he will give you as much as you desire. Okay? You are. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right, so the word of the day is breakthrough. I know that was short, but yeah. It will be in 2.0 of the Bold Moves Manual. It's like praying for a job without looking for the job. Exactly. And again, I do understand supernatural occurrence where the Lord will send somebody, right? I do understand that. And I believe in that. But there are some cases where the Lord wants to see your action connected to your faith, where you're just going to have to go and do something, right? You have to do something to say, I believe, I have faith. Good morning, Angela. How are you? There are cases like that. So a lot of individuals will sit down and they'll get frustrated and be like, well, I've been praying for this. I've been praying for this. I've been praying for a supernatural breakthrough. But have you done anything, right? Have you made a move? Have you done anything at all that says, I want this? I want this to happen in my life. Have you? Right? Yes, Miss Arena. That's true. That's true. They did not increase in their understanding and their knowledge of money. So the money comes and it just slips through their hands, right? It just slipped through their hands. They just wanted a supernatural occurrence and it happened and they didn't know how to manage it. All right, so breakthrough will be in 2.0 of the Bold Moves Manual. Like I said, I'm trying to finish up editing 2.0 so that I can get it out, published and out. Yes, the next thing that I wanted to tell you all is that we will be doing the Mindset Reset Challenge. We're going to do that for the first 21 days of December. All right, so we want to reset our mindset to that executive lifestyle that we want to pursue in 2026. So the challenge will start, the 21 days challenge will start on December 1st. Okay, so we will do 21 days of the Mindset Reset Challenge in December. So 21 days resetting our mindset. So once we get into January, executive living from there on out. Okay? Executive living, the decisions that we make, we're making it as an executive, right? Where we put our money, what we do with our money, we're making those decisions as an executive, okay? Who we connect with in 2026, we're making those decisions as an executive. The places that we go, the get-togethers that we attend, we're making those decisions as an executive, okay? The strategies that we use, we're making those decisions as an executive all of 2026. So we're going to focus the first 21 days of December on resetting our mindset so that we can step into January as the executive that we're going to embody, right? Operating our lives as a Fortune 500 company. We got to make the right decisions. Okay, if you want those type of results, major results, you gotta, back up. We're moving the executive suite. I love that. I love it. I love it. So when we hit January, I'm going to say, good morning. Welcome to the executive suite. How about that? I got to make a note of that. January 1st, you come in the room. Good morning. Welcome to the executive suite. We are a community of executives. I love it. I love it. Yes, I love it. No more random occurrences. Yes, indeed. Intentional form. Yes. Yes, indeed. So that's our focus. If you notice that I'm continuing to shift I didn't wait until January 1st because, I ordered an entire new wardrobe for our time here in the executive suite. You will notice that I've started already because I usually don't wait until January 1st. And if you want to start now, you can. Do we need anything for the challenge? So you do need the global bedroom move and the journal that goes with it. Oh, my copy is in my work bag because I'm working through the points that we're going to cover for the 21 days. So you do need this, and you need the journal, the Dreamer's Journal. Okay. So this is what we're going to be working from for the 21 days. Yes, CEO. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Okay. You'll be ordering it. Okay. Yeah. So we need this and the journal as well. They go together with the 21 days challenge. All right. All right. For those of you who are new here, is it on Amazon? Yes, it is on Amazon. It is on Amazon. If you type my name in on Amazon, all my books will pop up. So you do need the Global Bedroom Move and the Dreamer's Journal for the 21 days Mindset Reset Challenge. Okay, so we are resetting to operate our lives as executives. So for those of you who are new here, our focus for 2026 is executive living. We've broken down all 4 quarters. If you want a copy of this, message me the word blueprint. Order precisely that book along with the manual in June. Yes, 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 you did. You did. All right. Awesome. So the word of the day is breakthrough. This has been fun. This has been fun. I think 2.0 is going to be really good. I do believe so. I do believe so. So I'm working through the edits now so that it can be done before the end of the year. All right, awesome. Let's set our intentions for today. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's set our intentions for today. So I want you to think about that goal that you're currently working on. What are 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to your goal becoming a reality in your life? Get those 3 things done today. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Knock them out. Get them done before midnight, okay? So you can get 3 steps closer to your goal becoming a reality. If you want to work with me, message me the word mentor, and let's get started working on your next major life goal. All right. I will be hosting a live mentorship session this coming Saturday. If you want to be in the room, message me the word mentor so we can get you enrolled in the Action Accelerator. All right. Let's make some decrees and then I've got to go. All right. Thank y'all so much for sticking in there with me. I appreciate you all. All right. All right. Let's make some decrees. I'm going to decree for all of us. You're going to type in the comments. I agree with that. Okay. I agree with that. So here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our check-in, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today. And we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you are going to do. Thank y'all so much for typing I agree. Let me just give you all this quick update before you go. Do not disconnect. So, myself and Miss Gloria has been doing an amazing job. We're still working with the hotel to confirm the dates for the executive retreat for next spring. So, for those of you who are interested in being in the room, please send me a message. You can go ahead and look up and see what the flights may be for you. For those of you who want to fly in, you're in for the retreat. Okay, awesome, awesome. The airport, if we get this specific hotel that we're trying to get into, the airport would be Newark Liberty Airport, right, Miss Gloria? I think so. Yes, that's what it is. Newark Liberty Airport. So you can just go ahead and check now for March. I think the second week in March, the second weekend in March is what we're aiming for. So you can go ahead, look up the flights, see what it will look like for you so that you can start planning now. So we're waiting. We should hear back from the hotel by tomorrow. We should hear back by tomorrow or Wednesday so we can give you more information. Yes, we can give you more information on what that will look like for you for the executive retreat that we're going to do in March. Okay. If you did not send me your notification that you would like to be considered to be in a room with us so we can have a head count, right? So we can at least have a baseline head count of how many people will be coming in so that we can reserve the proper meeting room or conference area. Okay. Please message me the word retreat if you want to be added to that notification list once we hear back from the hotel. All right. Message me the word retreat if you want to be in the room. All right. Notification list once we hear back from the hotel. All right. Message me the word retreat if you want to be in the room. All right. So that's get off here. Yeah. So the executive retreat next March. Yes. Super show sleep. Yes. Can you message me the word retreat? Send it to my inbox. Good morning, Javi. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So message me the word retreat so that I can add you to the notification list. Once we hear back from the hotel, I can send you the information. All right. All right. Awesome. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for your time. I will be back tomorrow morning with another word of the day. I'm thinking maybe I'll give you all new words from 2.0 for the rest of this week. I'm thinking about just doing that. Okay. So I may bring another new word tomorrow from 2.0. Yes. Okay. Great, great, great. All right. So message me the word retreat for those of you who want to be added to the list. All right, send me the word retreat. So, and make sure that you're serious. Please do not say that you want to go and you're not serious about it. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. Okay. Make sure that you're serious, that you really want to be in the room. Okay. All right. So take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things, expect answered prayers, expect promotion and increase. All right. Anything is possible when you have the right mindset. Executives never do that. Absolutely, Lilia. Executives never do that. They know where they're going. They know what they want. They know the people that they need to connect with. They know the room that they have to be in to get to their next level. So I love that you put that in the comments. Executives never do that. They don't play. I know where I'm going. I know what I desire. I know the type of people that I need to connect with. Oh, they just told me that my live was restricted. I gotta go. I hope they don't make my recording disappear. I gotta go. I don't know why they said my live was restricted, but yeah. Thank y'all for your time. I will see you all in the morning. Okay, bye for now.